This is a replay from a night that I've had before. Just woke up. The alarm was going off in the building on one side of me. So I recorded that, and I got up to sit up in the front for a few minutes just to keep an eye on things, because that alarm goes to the door of the mechanic shop into the offices. It doesn't go if there's somebody in the yard, and they have a security gate. The people beside me, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. I'll try and record it here. See, that gate is open, and then there's a gate right there that's locked, but that gate's open, and the car is right there behind me. But yeah, so I heard this swishing noise. I'm going to turn the camera around. So I heard this swishing noise, and I was sitting up in my front seat, and Wilson was awake because he had heard me get up. And I look over to my left, and there's a man on a bicycle. He was an older man. He had to be at least 58, if not in his early 60s. Don't know where he went. So Wilson started barking at him, and I told him to move on, get away from my van. And he was coming up to my door. So because of his age, and he was a hefty man, then he had to turn his bike around in that area, and he went through that gate. So I know that with that gate in that yard, there's one way in and there's one way out, and that's right beside my van. So I've been keeping an eye on that yard. I started my van up, but I'm not going to crawl in the back and comfortably go back to sleep knowing that he's in that yard. There is no way out of that yard but through that gate. So I was watching over there, and I saw him crossing the yard on his bike in there, and I haven't seen him since. So now I'm on alert status. I don't want some man, like, I'm in an area where there's nobody around, and it's all buildings, and the only people that are out and about, in my opinion, are people that are up to no good. And that alarm went off over there. I don't know if he was trying to get in the offices or the mechanic shop, but my question to that is, what kind of person would try to break into a big building? What kind of person is driving around on a bicycle, going into yards and stuff of businesses that are full of trucks and what have you, if they're up to good deeds? They're not up to good deeds. They have malicious intent to either thieve or break into something, steal stuff. And if they're doing that, then they're stealing for alcohol or drugs, or I don't know, because I don't do that kind of stuff. That's just the public's thinking. If you're a somebody out that's homeless or out stalking at night, breaking into businesses, I don't really think that your intentions are good in any way. It's somebody that old shouldn't be out scoping. So I'm a woman here. I would never, ever, ever do any of this if I didn't have Wilson. There's no way. There's no way. Maybe if I was in the bush, I might, but not in the city. No. So I'm going to keep an eye on things for a while, and I don't know, I might have to move. Really not sure where to go. I'm on a different part of the city, and there seems to be a lot more homeless people around. If I didn't have to work, I wouldn't be in the city, that's for sure. Talk my daughter into moving out of the city by November. I want her out of the city. But I'm going to do more of the video here on my floor, so I will attach that to this video. I did get my framing in. I did get my insulation in. I got the vapor barrier in. A lot longer than I expected, and there's a few things that I would have done differently, but I'll explain that tomorrow. But it's done, and I couldn't record it step by step like I wanted to, and I intentionally meant to, because I had somebody with some tools in a garage and it was raining all weekend. So in order just to get it done, I could only take small shots of it, little clips. Tomorrow I'll run through it and show you everything. And I do have to do the walls. I have to insulate them and frame them out somewhat, and then put a vapor barrier on it and cover them up with, well, I've got lots of plywood. I really didn't want to use plywood, a thick 1/2-inch plywood, because it's heavier, but I have so much of it that I just might end up doing that anyway. So I will bring you along for that and the rest of the build. And my plans changed for the ceiling, because apparently I don't, because this was a passenger van and it was already insulated to a certain degree. I did rip all that out. It's older. I don't really want it in the van. I wanted to redo the insulation myself. But apparently underneath the headliner there's really not good support beams up there. So for me to put up wood planks, it might structurally not be a good plan. So I've gone to plan B, but that's down the road yet. We still have to do the walls. I need to pick up 2 more cases of flooring. I have 1, so I'm going to try to fit that into my budget next weekend. I am taking my van in next Monday, not tomorrow. Today is Sunday, by the way. Tomorrow's a holiday here in Canada. So the following Monday, my van goes in, and I get paid next Friday, so I'm going to try to get at least the walls completed, if not pick up 2 more boxes of flooring. So we're on a roll, and I'm sorry for the bad lighting in here, but I'm up, and I'm really not going to be going to sleep in anytime soon, I don't think. I would like to see the back end of that guy going down that driveway before I'm able to kind of settle. And even then, I'd have to wait like a half an hour to make sure. I don't think he would come back, but he's in that yard. He hasn't come out. I don't know if he's going to sleep in there, but he's in my territory. So he needs to go. Very unsettling. It's probably, well, I would say 2 o'clock in the morning, between 2 and 2:30 in the morning. Alright, you guys, I'll see you in the daylight. We'll go over the floors. Good morning. It's daylight. I actually moved to a different parking lot last night, and everything was fine. I never did see that guy. Wilson never barked, so I don't know what happened to him. But everything's fine, and I actually had a good sleep and slept in for a change. It's been a long time since I've been able to sleep in. So anyway, getting back to the build of the floors and everything, I am disappointed that I wasn't able to film more of it for you. There's one picture of it, and then there's a little bit of kind of the stages in clips, and that's about it. But I figured what I do this morning is take you around and show you what has been done. Okay, so let's go take a look. So as you can see here, got it right up to the wall, and I took off the insulation. They glue that down with some pretty heavy duty glue. So I'm going to put Reflectix over that hub or wheel well, and I'm not going to worry about trying to get the rest of that off. So as you can see, it goes all the way to the back. I did move some stuff, but there is still some stuff left around. So that's the other side. The back doors, I took the stuff off the doors as well. So I'm going to try to insulate in there. And there's the other wheel well. Not too exciting. So it's all the way up to the back seats. Let me just get back in. It's going to rain, so I put out a rubber mat. But yeah, so look at that floor. It's finally done. Over here, this heater is quite complicated, I guess. I was going to take it out, but it's got plumbing in it and everything to recirculate the water for heat. Last winter, all it did was blow out cold air. So I'm going to have that looked at as well. But yeah, there are the walls. So everything's been gutted. So I am pretty happy about that. So let's go out the door here. Now I did. Hang on here, you guys. Say good morning, Wilson. Say good morning. It's starting to rain, honey. You're gonna have to come in soon. So here at this floor, now this door here, just tilt this up. It's probably not very good for the YouTube video tilted, but this floor here, I've got shoes in there, but it does extend over. Hang on here, sorry you guys, very good at videoing this here. Sorry, my finger is in the way. As you can see, it extended over past the door bit. Now I can cut that back, but I might actually utilize that little bit right here. It'll give me a little extra room. Every little bit of space that you can gain. And I still have lots of room for Wilson and I to go in and out of. So there's that. So if you look under here, you can see the 2x2, and this is the insulation. It's pretty darn thick. And then I put the vapor barrier. Now I do have thicker plastic, it's that big, thick industrial plastic in my storage unit, but I could not find it. I think it fell down on its side in the, just unlock the door here. Fell off the side, probably down behind something against the wall, and I was kind of in a rush. But yeah, it's all the way to the back, all the way over to the sides. It's not the best job in the world, but the floor is down and I'm going to be building the walls out onto it anyway. So I want it totally closed in. So this is another thing I wanted to show you. Look, it's a handle. This used to be pushed in. Forgot about my Velcro curtain. It's gonna fly in the wind now. But yeah, so here again, I put a 2x2 on here to give it a double 2x2 support. There we go. Oh, there goes the other curtain. So yeah, there we go. But I can open the doors, which is really awesome now. It was hard getting that plywood into through the side door. Trust me, you don't want to do that. It was extremely hard. There's a clasp here. You have to open. There we go. So yeah. There it is. That's what I've got done. Again, I apologize for the shoddy video here. Kind of all over the place. It's a rainy day. Tomorrow is Tuesday and it's supposed to be back to normal, so I won't miss any work. I got my floor in, so everything worked out well. So I just want to thank